thing that comes to mind when you think of the word sustainability. Many of you are picturing recycling bins, metal straws, or saving the turtles. These things matter, but they're only the surface. Real sustainability tells a much bigger story. It's social, it's economic, it's environmental, and for our generation, it's personal. Growing up, we've watched the world change faster than ever. Stronger storms, rising costs of living, and widening inequalities. But we have also grown up with the conviction that our voices matter, and that the future is not just something we inherit, it's something we help co-create. This is exactly the vision behind the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Goals created not as a checklist, but as a blueprint for a thriving planet with thriving inhabitants. They remind us that we cannot fix environmental issues without addressing social ones, and that we cannot reach social progress without inclusive economies. Everything is connected. Think, for example, of a company that invests in environmental causes, but it underpays its workers, or of a country that grows its GDP while millions lack access to an education. These situations may seem successful on the surface, but they're not sustainable. Sustainability demands balance across all three dimensions. So let's jump into the first dimension, the one you probably know most about, the environmental. You know, clean air, clean water, stable climate systems. These are no longer just luxuries, they're life support, and the Sustainable Development Goals demonstrate this. SDG 13, Climate Action, 14, Life Below Water, and 15, Life on Land, are no longer just goals. They're warnings, reminding us that we cannot keep using resources faster than nature can reproduce them. For our generation, this is no longer theoretical. We're talking about the world we're going to raise our families in, build careers in, grow old in. Environmental protection is no longer optional. It's survival. But it is only one part. Because imagine a perfectly green planet where people still suffer from hunger, injustice, and lack of education. This is not sustainable. The SDGs address this through goals 1, no poverty, 2, zero hunger, 3, good health and well-being, 4, quality education, and 5, gender equality. If we don't lift people up, then environmental solutions just won't stick, because people can't think long-term when their short-term needs aren't met. We need to start understanding the power of inclusion, and that social sustainability is not a soft issue. It's the foundation for a more peaceful, innovative, and compassionate world. Now let's go into the final lens, economics, which may feel intimidating at first, but at its core it's simple. It's about how we create and share value. Sustainability is asking us to rethink what value truly means. Is an economy successful if it grows, even if it destroys forests, exploits its workers, and leaves communities behind? Or is true prosperity our ability to meet our current needs without harming the next generation's ability to meet theirs? The SDGs address this through SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and 12, responsible consumption and production. So let me ask you, as young people, and yes, this includes parents and teachers, are you satisfied with business as usual? Our generation has something rare, urgency combined with creativity. We're the first generation to really feel the need for sustainability at its fullest, and the last with the time and power to implement it. We need to understand that sustainability is not a trend. It's a life skill. It's a lens for decision-making. And it's a call to action that should transcend borders, politics, and industries. We're not just the future. We are the present, and we must act now. Sustainability is not asking us to choose between the planet, people, or profit. It's asking us to envision how these three will work together. The Sustainable Development Goals aren't asking us to fix everything all at once. They're asking us to choose interconnectedness over isolation, long-term thinking over short-term gain, and courage over comfort. But that choice is ours. In the environmental realm, this might look like being more conscious of what we consume, reducing waste, supporting renewable energy, or choosing products that are built to last. The social lens, it means advocating for inclusion and supporting equal access to education and opportunities. And in the economic lens, it means questioning where we spend our money, supporting businesses that provide fair labor and ethical production, and envisioning careers that mix both passion with profit. So here's my invitation to all of you. View the world not as a set of problems to fear, but as a set of systems to transform. View yourselves not as passengers on a planet, but as stewards of a shared future. And view sustainability not as a sacrifice, but as the biggest opportunity of our generation. Because when we understand the nuances of sustainability, the social, the economic, the environmental, we unlock the power to build a world that is not just livable, but truly worth living in. Thank you.